Ladies and gentlemen, today we have not one, not two, but three special guests.
First time.
Yeah, for this is the most we've had. Introduce yourselves individually, guys.
Mike Darren.
Vincent Augustus Tucci.
Max Evertavage.
All right, and you guys are?
The Convinced.
We're the Convinced.
We're the Convinced.
So you guys want to...
We're the Conceived.
The conceived.
The convicted. Oh, fuck.
The convicted?
That was an accent.
All right, so you guys want to talk a little bit about, who you guys are individually, and then also who you guys are as a collective group?
Well, I'm a Virgo.
A Virgo.
I think
I'm
Capricorn.
I'm a Capricorn. Ladies.
Capricorn. Ladies, if your star sign matches up,
If it's compatible.
if it matches up,
If it's compatible.
hit my boy up.
Yeah, hit me up.
Capricorn
right, so-
over here.
So we got a you're a Capricorn?
Yes, sir.
So we got a Capricorn. What do we got?
Maybe I'm
Leo?
a Leo, baby.
You're a Leo? What do we got over here?
I'm a necrophile.
Alrighty.
Gentlemen.
So would you guys like to talk a little bit individually about yourself? A little bit who you are, what instrument you play?
All right, well, I'll go. I'm Mike Darren.
Hi, Mike.
I play lead guitar, typically.
Lead
in,
guitar.
The band The Convinced.
Nice. All right, Vince.
I'm Vince Tucci. I play sometimes lead guitar.
Sometimes lead guitar.
I play rhythm guitar, and I sing as well. Unfortunately, I do. The
Unfortunately,
singing. Yeah, somebody had to do it, so I'm
so
doing
you took the bullet.
Yeah, I took the bullet.
I could be a good singer.
He is a pretty
I
good
heard,
singer.
Yeah, I heard
And
your
we
demos.
got a keyboardist too.
Whoa! Live on air. We're,
Cheddar Jack, The Convinced. You sing, you're on keyboard.
I could get behind that.
Podcast.
Fuck it. We got a whole band right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I play bass.
His name's Max.
What's your name?
Max.
He's
Oh, nice.
brothers. They're
Yeah,
brothers.
this is my younger brother,
Brothers.
Max Evertavage.
I'd say Max is way more happy and optimistic than Jack in general.
That would be true. All
Way
right.
more outgoing.
So
Typically.
we have the Convinced here. Would you guys like to talk a little bit about the band itself?
Vince, how about you start?
So, we're we're a rock band from Doylestown. Our goal is to bring back the old stuff from mainly the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Rejuvenate that sound and make it apparent that it's not dead anymore. That when people think it's dead.
Yeah,
It's not dead.
it's not dead. It's alive and
You
well.
just got to hear it. You got to dig down and hear it.
So that's your goal, to bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back.
Bringing sexy back. I'm bringing sexy back.
When I came
Yeah.
to this interview, I thought it was going to be serious.
Hey, I meant. All right. Apologies.
The sexual harassment against my,
I'm not.
my singer is not appreciated.
But Vince,
I'm gonna stop you there. I don't want to get too deep into that rabbit hole. I'm not trying
Vince,
to get.
I'd love to hear what got you into rock and roll to begin with.
What got me in rock and roll?
Yeah.
So I only recently got into it. And when I mean recent, like the 6th grade, 5th grade, I got into it. And
Yeah.
It was oddly enough, I was on YouTube. I looked up Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah.
And I was going through a playlist, and I found a song on there. And the song was a song called "Break On Through to the Other Side" by the Doors. And I was like, who are these guys? The Doors. And who were they? And I listened to them. I listened to that song. Really liked it. Started listening to other songs. The Animals, the Beatles, Rolling Stones. But it really hit something with me. The Doors. So I listened to their whole discography. And that started everything for me. It really did.
So that was in 6th grade.
Yeah, that was 5th grade, 6th grade.
5th grade, 6th grade.
Yeah.
So you got in to rock and roll then.
Yes, sir.
You started listening. When did you start playing?
When did I start playing? So my dad, he always messed around with the drums. That's another reason why I got.
Okay.
My dad likes music too, but he played drums when he was in his teens, and he always had a drum set. And I came down and I was like, "What the heck's that thing?" So I started playing it, and it made a cool sound. So I was really young when I started, like, so maybe 7 years old. That's
So you
when
got lessons for drums?
No.
No, you just started playing.
Self-taught.
Yeah, I don't know about self-taught. I'm not a very good drummer, but I did that until the beginning of this band.
So yeah, so you don't play drums in the band.
No.
So, but you are a drummer. You know how to play the drums.
I do know something about the drums. Yeah.
So you're into drums, and then all of a sudden, you've been playing drums for what? At the time, 7-8 years.
Well,
once you started playing guitar.
I started getting decent. That was 4 years of decent playing.
After you started playing drums.
Yeah, from like 6th to 10th grade, I actually started getting the groove.
Okay.
So that was 4 years.
And then what happened? Why'd you switch up?
Well, I noticed that to have this band be successful, I wanted to sing, and usually a singer has guitar background.
Yeah.
Or bass, some string. And I picked guitar, I don't know why, but then I was going to play bass, but I figured I got the bass. I got the bass for my birthday. Got it. I went to lessons, and my guitar teacher, he said, maybe you should start playing guitar first, to get groundwork done. So I started playing guitar, and it really clicked to me. Guitar was probably better for me than bass, so I just kept going with the bass.
You kept going with the guitar.
Or the guitar, yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, so you're the guitarist, right?
Yes, sir.
So why don't we move over to the other guitars? Mike, would you like to tell us a little bit about how you got into rock and roll and maybe started playing guitar?
It's about middle school.
Okay.
I wasn't huge into music until middle school kind of hit. That's when your brain starts opening up to new things. Rock and roll. It's a big thing for once you become a teenager. You know what I mean? It's music for the youth.
Yeah.
So, had a lot to do with my skateboarding, which is interesting because he doesn't even skateboard, and his thing started through a skateboard video game.
Yes, sir.
My thing sort of came from skateboarding, and I was like, figured, rock and roll and skateboarding go together.
Thrasher vids.
Yeah, I'll try some Black Sabbath,
Okay.
which kind of goes back to the Iron Man movie. In the credits, they played Iron Man by Black Sabbath.
So is that what like?
It all connects. Like,
Okay.
all just connect.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, so Black Sabbath, it's a cool name. And then I gave that a go, and then I listened to their whole discography, and my Black Sabbath is like Vince's Doors.
Yeah. So you get into Black Sabbath. You're pretty heavy into them back then.
Yeah.
So you still are. But
fair.
so you were heavy into them. Then where did you listen to any other bands after that? What got you like really in?
I mean, I would say that, you listen to Black Sabbath, you can listen to what they inspired and what inspired them, and that's like a great range of different material,
Yeah.
And so middle school, I started listening to a couple other bands. 10th grade, I started, Vince, sort of got me further into the Doors and stuff like that, which I would say is like my second favorite band. Love the Doors. But, no, and then we kind of bonded over Sabbath and just rock and roll music.
Yeah. So you guys are both into rock and roll. What happens? What started this band? What was the catalyst? What really? Because both of you guys didn't play guitar until 10th grade, which is also when the band started. So what started the band?
Well, first off, I guess it starts off, we went into 10th grade.
Math class.
Math class.
Geometry.
Geometry. Shout out Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns, good guy.
Great guy.
I knew people in it, but I knew Jack.
Yeah, we had
I knew some guy that he hung out with.
Yeah, me and Vince had a Spanish class back in middle school together.
Miss
We
Kinkus.
Senora Kinkus. Shout out Senora Kinkus and shout out David Olbusi.
Yes.
Yeah, he was in, and Trevor C said, and was Andrew one of you? Thomas Henderson, and then was So me and Vince actually used to jam out back in about chicken wings. We had a few songs.
That's actually true.
A few hit songs,
We did.
nothing big.
But back to the convince. So I I'm doing your role.
Yeah,
So,
I like it.
I met Mike and we both bonded over music, and it was kind of a joke, right? When you had said it kind of started off as a joke.
I was like, I don't know what prompted it, but you got me in my desk, him in his desk. I look over, we're like talking. Do you want to start a band?
You just like pulled that out of left
Yeah,
field.
it was like a joke.
Yeah.
I don't play an instrument. I didn't play an instrument.
Yeah, neither of you. Vince played the drums, but
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't. And then he was like, "Do you really want to do that?" And I'm like, "Sure."
At this point, why not?
Yeah, like we're already this far in the conversation. It'd be kind of awkward if I said no. Thank God I didn't.
Yeah. So you bring up this whole idea of a band. You guys both like are down. Where does it start? You guys start like just hanging out and playing? Like what happened?
Yeah. We started hanging out. The first time, it sounds like we're dating now. The first time we met, first time we like hung out. You know, it was at Siren. I met him at Siren. We just went through Siren Records. Siren Records. Heidi.
How you doing?
How you doing, Heidi? So.
Have Heidi on here at some point.
Yeah.
I definitely like to have her on here. We might have to stop by.
So Siren Records.
Siren Records.
Siren Records. They we were starting our music, just walking around, and I feel like we formed like kind of a bond, you know. And we started hanging out more, talking about music, and we just started talking, and we're like, oh man, we should make a band. Like all these guys we look up to, they're in bands. We should make a band.
Yeah.
So it got like more legit as you guys started getting to know each other more.
It's a classic, rock and roll story.
So what led to like you guys being like, all right, band practice?
Like I
it's
think
official.
I was just hanging out at his house.
I think it was.
Or you guys just started jamming?
He's like, I have a guitar, and I knew a couple chords. Like I always like I remember in like 9th grade, I learned like 3 chords.
Yeah, you had an
guitar.
acoustic guitar, right?
I had an acoustic guitar. That's all I had.
Yeah.
And I just knew like 3 chords. So we went back to Vince's house, and he played drums. So he got on drums. I started strumming on, his electric guitar, and it kind of just grew from there. It was like a 2-piece before anything.
So-
it was just an idea.
So when did it like you guys were obviously jamming out together, but when was it like, we're gonna start like actually getting like semi-serious about this?
Probably when
you know what I mean?
Travis got involved,
Probably
right?
when Mike had the idea of getting Travis in there.
Yeah.
So Travis Mindell, you want to speak a little bit about what happened? What happened there? How did he get in? How did he get out? More importantly,
Travis is
I
one
kid.
of my best friends, and now was one of my best friends, and now is both of one of our best friends.
Okay.
So I kind of linked Travis and Vince together, and so we got a guitarist.
So you just hit him up. You were like, yo, like you want to join this band?
Yeah. Well, I was like, he's the only guy I know who plays guitar.
Yeah.
So I was like, may as well. I'll play guitar. He'll play drums.
So Vince was originally on the drums.
Yeah, we just jam out. It's just jam.
Somehow, I think I got a mic off of my brother, and I've always had an amp at my house. I've always had like a guitar. I never knew how to play it, but I had an amp and a guitar. But I had an amp, so I just plugged the mic into the amp, that's not a good idea. We still do it.
Yeah.
But we plugged that in, and I started singing. I started just saying stupid stuff.
Yeah, we
Now-
jokes.
Could you ever sing like? I mean, I guess you could sing on the drums since you played and sang during our personal finance documentary.
Yeah.
Like when you guys first started practicing, would you ever just hop on the drums and like sing
Yeah.
while they would play?
Yeah.
That's
play whatever.
That's a tall task.
And he talks
So-
about whatever he wants.
Oh yeah.
So
Most of Vietnam.
Vietnam.
War related,
We-
women
yeah.
related
Women,
kind
war.
of songs.
Me, Jack, and Vince's jam session, which we won't get into. That was a
That was a good one. So Vince is on the drums and singing, and you got Mike and Travis playing guitar.
Yep.
Now the whole dynamic has switched around currently. You guys like
it's-
how did all right? So
This is the time frame. This is like December
this is December of
2018.
2018. So December 2018, right? You're playing drums. He's playing guitar. Travis playing guitar. You're singing.
Yeah.
When do you start playing guitar? When does everything switch up? Because obviously you're not playing drums anymore. You guys have a different drummer.
Well, that's the thing. That we got another drummer, and once we got the drummer, it's like, well, now I don't have to play drums, and it's like the
He's gonna
last.
play bass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The last thing we needed was a bass. So it's like, well, I'll sing. I can't just stand and sing, And we need a bassist because Mike he got a guitar, Travis got his guitar. I had to play bass,
That was like March. I got my guitar.
Yeah. His drummer came in.
Drummer came in
And
March.
when did Travis leave?
So
That's later.
Well, that's later, but-
so I got the bass around January because I know I got it after my birthday, and I was I don't even really think we even played. I even played bass though.
Yeah,
Like,
you never once played bass in front of me. It was like,
Because I needed an amp, but I
yeah,
didn't
have a bass amp. You never got a bass amp, but from like November, like to when it was like that joke was probably in November. We started hanging out in like December, January, February. It's all just like kind of hanging out.
Yeah, I remember
being in like a band.
I
It's
came
not a
over
band.
and you guys jammed out and we had a pretty good time. Those were good times.
Just
Remember when I came over, built Legos?
Yeah,
The one
was
day?
the finals.
Yeah, it was finals.
That was-
So finals we
I
had
came after.
early release. Not early release, but we got out super early. We took our final, we left. So the first day, I think after both finals I came over to your house. But the first time, I think it was me and you for a while building Legos, and then did you come over?
I came over after.
You came over,
Legos,
and I think it was just the three of us. Then
hopped in the basement.
the next week, we had finals again. So I came over to Vince's again. Mike came, and I think Travis came that time. And that's when, fist fight.
No, classic.
Our first
It was
song.
all
First
just
song.
songs.
Yeah,
It was
so
all like just an idea, like just figuring out how to play instruments. You know what I mean?
so you guys messing around in the winter, right? Winter of 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
Spring of 2019 rolls around.
It's-
You guys have what you guys think is the setup. It's drummer Schwartz, you on the bass, Mike and Travis on guitar.
I bought a guitar and we got a drummer, so that's like kind of when it started.
Yeah, so that's when you guys had the 4-piece, what you guys thought was going to be the band.
Yeah. Right.
So what happened? When did Travis leave?
Well, that's like later. That's
Okay, sorry.
you really want to hear how Travis got the
We're
boot?
still in March. Oh, no, we're
I'm
not
just-
in March. So
He decided he wants to play guitar. Enter
the
Max.
practice.
Yeah.
Max, how did?
Oh yeah, Max joined.
Hey,
Did Unknown Song happen before?
It was after me.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Do you remember when we walked in the basement
I,
March.
and
You came in May or April.
We were doing Mona.
hey, Mo.
Oh yeah, and at one
You
point,
say-
I think I recall the band having 5 people,
So
which
that-
is the
yeah.
4 you have now and
Let's
Travis,
get
right?
to it. Let us get to it.
No,
So-
well, I'm bridging into it.
Yeah, I hope this isn't too confusing for our viewers.
All right.
Probably very confusing.
okay, so he is like, I'm not gonna play bass anymore. I'll play guitar. Now we got 3 guitars, too many cooks in the kitchen.
I was supposed to come in and fill in for a practice,
Were you?
and yeah, that's how it started.
Really?
Well, before even then, I started playing bass because I wanted to be in a band, and
Yeah, we forgot to introduce Max.
Yeah, no, I
Well, no, I figured we would start off with these two because the band started off with the. Okay, so would you like to introduce yourself and talk a little bit about how you got into music?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
My name is Max.
Hi, Max.
I played bass because I wanted to be in a band, and I didn't want to play drums, and I didn't want to play guitar, and I liked bass, so I did that. Then Vince invited me to a practice to fill in, and then yeah.
I guess you just
So-
sort of stayed around.
No, you got Vince was like, me and Mike are gonna go talk upstairs.
Really?
Then came back downstairs and we're like, you want to be in the band? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you were ecstatic.
Yeah.
All right, so for those who
This was
having
back
trouble,
before his balls dropped. Just there was some clarity.
Yeah.
I was
He's a little young.
so for
He's in 8th grade.
I was in
Eighth grade.
He is 2 years younger though. He's a sophomore right now.
yeah, so for those who are having trouble following, it started off as a 2-piece with Mike and Vince. Then they added a third one, Travis. Then Nick Schwartz came along as the drummer. Then Max came along. So they had 3 guitarists, a drummer, a bassist.
And
Too many cooks.
Now, we started not getting serious, but we wanted to have an agenda. We wanted to practice, and one of the guitarists just he wasn't coming to practice, and it's cool. You don't have to come to practice. You didn't want to play last time either. We had a little scuffle last time.
I think I recall hearing that he wouldn't necessarily pay attention at times. He'd get a little too caught up in.
Let's not
get too deep.
No, come on. This is a deep cut interview. The viewers want the truth.
No, on why Travis left convinced.
He left. So this was in spring or summer of 2019? Summer 2019.
To our credit, we were talking about kicking him out.
No, like
no, but he wanted to quit too.
Yeah, but then he quit. But
so this was mutual.
It was mutual.
Okay.
So here's the thing. But we had 3 guitarists. But the idea was he would help like write songs behind the scenes, and then if we like played in front of people, he would just like sing. I guess.
Yeah.
There was 2 guitarists.
Travis singing?
No,
Vince.
Oh.
Vince would sing with no guitar if we played in front of people.
Yeah.
Because 3 guitarists is what are we? Iron Maiden? I don't think so.
Iron Maiden has a lot of guitars.
A lot of people on stage.
Springfield?
A lot of people on that stage.
Yes, and Korn. You know, Korn has a lot.
Dude.
I've seen Korn before, ladies and gentlemen. Bro. Jeez.
It's the summer.
All right, so this is summer 2019. Yeah.
Summer 19.
Is summer 2019 when we recorded?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've been playing for guitar for about
Not even
6 months, and we're like, let's go into a
Alright.
studio and record.
So have you guys made a song yet? Like, have you guys written a song?
Well, that's the thing. So our breakthrough thing after Fist Fight was a song called Unknown Song.
So Unknown Song is the first song that you guys have created.
As a band.
As a band.
Like the modern setlist band, yeah.
So Unknown Song, was that spring of 2019?
This was March.
March. So yeah.
March when I got my guitar, March when we got a drummer,
Yeah.
So
March when we wrote Unknown Song.
so spring of 2019 is like when everything really started to get official. Like you guys were like
we were just like, oh, come over this day, come over that day. We didn't have really a schedule like we do now, but
okay.
we were making songs, not good. They're still not good, but
Just
They,
fun.
all right, let's
Still not good.
it's just for fun.
So, basically, once you wrote Unknown, this kind of started a trend of just like writing like actual songs and like trying to like possibly compose an album.
Figuring out how to play instruments and figuring out how to put together songs as a collective.
Who was writing most of these riffs?
Unknown Song was Vince's riff.
So you guys are starting to like, write and play together. And then you guys come about, you were saying you guys were, in summer of 2019, you guys recorded.
Yep.
How did that come about?
That was August of 2019, I guess.
Okay.
So my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, he has a recording studio, and he offered to me, hey, if you got a band or you just want to do solo, you can record whenever you want. And I took up his offer, and I was like, all right, let's record in August. And that was our first time.
Yeah, none of the songs we never did anything with any of those recordings.
Yeah.
But it was a good experience. Like what we got out of it was learning how to be in a studio situation. But none of that has ever been released or
None of that made it to the album.
None of the songs even made it to the album.
Was that when you were wearing like the Hawaiian shirts?
Yeah, we were Hawaii.
Yeah. That feels
We
like
were surf.
Yeah.
We were surf.
that feels like yesterday. Like
Yeah.
that feels like
Long
that's
time
crazy
ago.
to think it's coming up on like
Yeah.
it's like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So it's almost been what, like 9 months since you guys came up with the idea and started hanging out. So you guys have a few songs recorded.
Yep.
Not gonna do anything.
Not gonna do anything with them. Did you guys plan on doing anything with them,
Yes.
or was it?
Yeah, you see, I always had the idea. You get about 10 songs recorded, or you make 10 songs in a set list, and you just start knocking out the ones that you don't want anymore. And
Yeah.
We got to that studio free, so it's like you just sort of.
Yeah, we were just gonna record whatever.
Yeah. So you guys recorded these few songs, and so fall of 2019 comes around. It's been almost a year of you guys hanging out. The band. What are you guys doing then?
So I have good memory with this, but I don't have good memory with anything else. But I remember in like October, we were doing Psych Out. Psych Out came around. One of the songs.
It came around and came to get you.
Is that the first song on the album that we actually used?
Yeah.
So
that's it. we wrote a bunch of songs, and then this is the first song that actually made it all the way to today.
So this is your first song that you guys. Did you guys at the time were you guys like were using this, or was it another one that you guys were
It's just
kind of iffy about?
Yeah, we really liked it. It's kind of like, well, if this song made it to this stage, I guess we'll just keep going over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play it, But Psych Out made it.
So Psych Out's the first song that you guys recorded, and that is currently on.
But we
that's on the project.
That recording, we recorded it.
But trash.
We didn't. There was a garbage recording.
Yeah.
And then there's the one that we actually used was more recent.
Okay.
Than that one. The song's been around, and
Yeah.
there was different like demos of the song, but
Okay.
the song that you'll actually hear if you put on the album was recorded way later.
Yeah. Okay. So it's fall of 2019. You guys have Psych Out recorded.
We have it
You
written, right?
You have it written. Sorry. I thought you. Okay. So you write up Psych Out. My bad. So you write up Psych Out. You guys write any other songs? Like, were you guys really at a writing and, practicing stage? What was the state of the band?
Well, it was like October, and then November. I know it was at the very end of November. We did Painting the Wall.
Painting the Wall.
Painting the Wall.
That was our next
what about
big song?
Getaway was one of the trash ones.
All right, yeah. You want to talk about that?
So the trash ones. So we got so many trash songs before Psych Out happened.
Yeah.
We got all these graveyard of songs, and we took one riff from one of the garbage songs and then worked it into another song that we thought we were going to use until literally a month ago, a couple months ago. So it was a song called Getaway. We took the riff and we trashed that whole song.
Yeah.
And then we put it to a song called Painting the Wall.
Okay.
Which me and Vince wrote in November.
So were you guys recording anymore at that point, or was the only recording you guys did in the summer?
Our next session would be January 11th.
January 11th of 2020. Yeah. So you guys, so it's been a year in November. It's been like a year since the band started, and you guys have been, you guys have written and recorded a few songs. Mm-hmm. So 2020 comes around.
So in December of 2019, we did Vertigo. We wrote Vertigo.
Yeah.
And we thought those were the four. We had 4 God songs.
What are those 4 songs?
Unknown Song, Psych Out, Painting the Wall, Vertigo. We thought those were
so 2 of them made it.
Only 2 of them made it. The oldest songs that we have on our album are Vertigo and Psych Out. Unknown Song got trashed, and that was a heavy decision because that was the first song that really.
Yeah.
But we had to get rid of it, we had to make a sacrifice, for the betterment of the album.
For the greater good.
That was going to happen, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we trashed Painting the Wall recently-ish.
So you guys have 2 at the time. So you guys have 4 of your own songs: Psych Out, Vertigo, Painting the Wall, and what's the 4th one?
Vertigo, Painting the Wall,
Unknown Songs. So you guys have 4 songs, original songs that you guys have written, and have you recorded at that point yet, or was that?
At that point, we didn't record those 4 songs. It would be January of 2020.
Okay. And have you guys did you guys play any gigs since the band started?
No.
Max, would you like to talk about the gig? We did a gig in December 2019.
First gig.
So first gig 2019.
Yeah. Our first gig was at my brother's birthday party.
It was. They played my birthday party.
Yeah. It was pretty fun,
So what was it like performing these songs that you guys have?
The most amazing experience of my life.
What was the song?
It was free.
Yeah.
What was the song that had the riff like? What was that one?
That's Painting the Wall.
I can't.
Why'd you trash that?
I can't look.
That was a good song.
It's just all right. So, Max, do you want to start a podcast with me?
Of course.
I think it's a dynamic I can work with.
Tell me about your experience. It can be called playing in the band at this point, leading up to your first gig. Go.
Well, they were all and still are older than me, and I've been.
They still are, damn.
I've been friends with Mike through Jack for
Your
like
whole life.
10 years, probably more. So I knew him, but then I got closer with Vince, and they both really introduced me to a lot of good songs and a lot of new music that I really got to like, and it's really taught me a lot of stuff. I feel like I've pretty much grown up in the band, because like I was a totally different person like almost 3 years ago now.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that you're, dude. I mean, back when I was at your age, like, I mean, I could have never thought that, like, you know, anybody my age would be doing what you guys are doing. You know, you're in 10th grade. You're young. Back when I was your age, I was still messing around. You know, I wasn't taking life seriously, man.
I was still fucking.
All right. All right. So
I know exactly.
So Max. So you back to the first gig, right? What was it like? Like, did you, like? Obviously this gig was obviously this gig was my birthday party.
It was a thrill.
It wasn't, you know, these are your friends you're playing in front of, but was it cool, like playing your own music in front of these people and having them like jam out?
It's something. It's really fun. It goes by. It feels like 30 seconds when it could be like an hour.
It's true.
It's really fun. Yeah.
All right, so December 2019, you guys have your first gig. You guys have a few songs that written. 2020 rolls around. You guys think 2020 is your year?
Oh yeah.
Tell me a little bit about January 2020.
January. It was personally rough for me, but we got through it. And we recorded January 11th. We recorded those 4 songs.
Yeah.
We were really satisfied.
What
with
did we
them.
play on at the gig? What did we play? What was the set list?
I should have brought my book.
Oh,
You guys opened it up with Unknown,
we
and then I think you
gotta
played.
open it up.
So we had the Power 4, Unknown, Vertigo, Psych Out, and Pain the Wall.
And then
We
the
did
graveyard songs.
I'm a Man. We did. We did Heckler. Did Heckler.
You did Fist Fight.
We did
At the end.
Fist Fight, yeah.
That was.
We did about 7 songs.
Yeah?
7. And
Nice,
then,
nice.
Not including Fist Fight.
And only 2 of them.
Pictures and videos of this gig exist,
Yeah.
but you have to find them.
Scroll down on
You've-
our Instagram.
Was officially _convinced.
Officially underscore convinced.
When should we put out the videos of that concert? Never?
I didn't know you had.
Wait, you have videos?
I got like,
videos?
there's like 1 or 2.
We gotta watch them.
We will.
Also, only 2 of the songs that we played that night
Maybe.
actually made it to present day on the album.
Yeah. So you guys, 2020 rolls around again. You guys-
we practiced like when it became 2020. We started to like practice almost like 5 days a week.
Yeah, there would be times
So-
when we practice like every day. After
So
school.
beginning of 2020, you guys are like, we've got these 4 songs written. You guys recorded them in January. Where's your head at? What do you think's gonna happen? Like, what's going through your head?
Well, it's kind of stupid to say this, but we were like 2020 is our year.
Yeah.
You know? We were like, oh, we're gonna do something this year. We're really gonna push for something. We'll put an album out.
Incoming pandemic sob story.
Yeah, here it comes.
Right. Then I don't even know, like, Death of a Man. We had a song called Death of a Man that came around right before the pandemic. Actually, we got off school and we were jamming that night.
Yeah.
On that song.
I think I remember that night.
And then it got cut. And
Yeah.
then the pandemic it went dark.
So, beginning of pandemic, you guys have 4 songs recorded, and you guys are working on another one. You guys just about, halfway done an album possibly, and then the pandemic hits. So, what happens? What happened with the band?
Well, everything went on hold. Everything, even the band. So, the first few weeks, like, we're just messing around. But once it
Play a lot of Minecraft.
A lot of Minecraft.
A lot of Minecraft movements are playing.
But when it set in that it was going to probably be a really long time, I don't know, I was just around the house writing songs, and that's where about half the albums came. Well, obviously we're still in the pandemic right now. But, But during the hard, right in the beginning.
Yeah, in the spring.
Half the album was really written during the lockdowns.
Yeah. So when did the band? You guys, I'd assume you guys were all practicing. And,
I was
Individually.
right. Yeah, like I was trying to like be a guitarist. Kind
Yeah.
Of, you know what I mean?
so you guys were all working on yourself. Max, were you practicing?
Yeah.
Nice. I was.
Yeah, we were all practicing.
So
You heard him.
Pandemic. It really like we blew up. Like
Yeah.
we like Mike, you were getting really good at guitar.
Thank you.
Your bass was getting really good. We were just growing significantly.
Yeah.
Like we weren't practicing.
First practice that we had together. Yeah. After the pandemic, like after the
Yeah.
initial lockdown,
lockdown.
was a great practice.
Yeah. So you guys
And
all.
we were all on fire a little bit. Like I had a fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We were out for a couple months.
And when was this? When was
bad.
like when did you guys start practicing again?
That was what was that like March when we went?
Yeah, we went into lockdown March 13th.
Maybe end of April, maybe.
Okay.
Possibly.
So you guys go on
we were in,
break
like,
for.
the yellow. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was like- They had the codes,
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're in COVID. Yellow.
Yeah, yellow.
Like, kinda go
Yeah.
outside.
So, you guys start practicing again. What this is like this end of spring, summer starting up. Mm-hmm. So what's going through your head? Are you guys obviously the pandemic has taken a large hit back then. Like it took a really big hit on you guys. Where you thought during the lockdown, were you thinking this band's gonna start back up? Like what was going through your head?
Oh, I was confident. I was confident if I brought really good material, better than the last material, it would be fine. I thought maybe it was just a decent break that we needed.
Don't quit playing.
Yeah. What about?
We just kept going.
Don't stop.
Yeah. We
How
didn't stop.
Yeah. How were you feeling, Max, during the
I
pandemic?
was feeling fantastic.
Good, I'm glad. All right, so come on over. Tell me what's up. What were you doing during the pandemic?
Oh, I was feeling it.
Yeah, I was running. I don't know. Alright.
So,
Were you playing bass?
Of course.
What else is there to do?
what else? So, you guys come back together in the summer of 2020. You guys are practicing again. What's the goal at that point? What are you guys thinking? You guys still working on that album? Like,
Yeah. Well, at that point, we were like, okay, we're putting an album out.
We're a band.
Yeah.
Like we're really a band. You know.
We're gonna make an album.
yeah,
I remember the first practice we had. We started a song called "Running Running," code name, which because I was running a lot too.
yeah.
I did not run.
I was called "Running."
Mike can't run. He has asthma.
I'm asthmatic.
It turned into "Shattered Perception," another song,
Which is on the album.
Yeah,
which is on the album.
we'll be going through the album shortly.
Right. So then we practice, and then we got another song called "Full Circle."
Full circle.
Full
That
send?
turned into "Sinking the Guilt," and those two songs were like, man, these are really good songs. If we get another song, maybe we'll record. But we should probably re-record the other 4 songs before.
Because after the pandemic, we realized those recordings were not going to hold up.
Yeah.
So the January recordings of the Power 4, we completely trashed.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then
And we wanted to re-record them, but we thought, because at that point in January we recorded Unknown Song 2 times. January, that was our 3rd recording session.
yeah,
No, it was our second.
No, January was the second. Our third was-
Our first recording session had Unknown on it.
yeah,
So our
with a
second,
bunch of just nonsense songs.
exactly. So our second, we recorded Unknown Song like the second time. We were confident with that. We thought we could use that on an album, the January 11th version of Unknown. But the other 3 songs we thought we could rework and then re-record them.
Yeah.
So we re-recorded those.
You re-recorded Unknown Song, Vertigo.
No unknown song.
No unknown song.
Keeping
Okay,
it
I see.
January.
So so the 3.
Yeah, the Power 3.
So you guys are like, you know what, we're gonna re-record these 3, and then do you guys throw on the 4th, the what was it, the Running or whatever?
Well, at that
Code
point,
name?
we were like,
No.
well, we got a couple other songs. We have enough material plus those 4. We got 2 other songs, so we got 6 songs at that point.
Originals, all originals.
Originals. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have 6 originals. This is summer 2020.
Yep. And
What
then-
what was your plan after that? Where you record the last couple and then put it
Yeah.
out?
We wanted 10 songs.
Yeah.
We wanted 9, 10, 11, whatever. But then
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
that was the goal.
Yeah, and we were on 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So, all right. So fall 2020 comes around. How many? You guys still recording? What's?
Well, back in the summer, you fellas went on a break. You went to the beach, and while you guys were away, me and the drummer, we demoed about 5 songs, and out of those 5 songs, we were like, these songs are alright, but the one that really struck out was Tight Reaction, and then we're like, okay, we got 3 songs. We'll bring that. We'll bring Tight Reaction. We'll bring it into the rotation. At that point, we had 3 songs to record. So
how many songs total do you have at this point? That
7.
7.
So, yeah, and then the first recording session that we did anything with was the 3rd recording session, correct?
And that was in the summer.
Yeah.
That was
2020.
And Max, how did that summer session go?
That was July.
It was the summer session was good.
July, I think.
So all those recordings that we did are now on the album.
No, right? Because we kicked the 2.
Cheddar
2 songs.
Perception.
2 songs. No, 2 songs from the summer session are on the album, which are Vertigo and Psych Out.
Yeah, because we recorded like Cheddar Perception and all that later.
Yeah.
That's 2 different recording sessions. Because remember, we got there. We were like,
All right, yeah, I believe you.
no, like
I believe you.
stay with me here. The 3rd recording session we did, which was summer 2020, we recorded 3 songs, correct? Because we were gonna use Unknown from January.
Right.
Taking notes. So we're gonna use Unknown from January, and we recorded Painting the Wall, Psych Out, and Vertigo. In the ultimate decision, way later, we were decided no Unknown song and no Painting the Wall. So the first session that we did anything with was the 3rd session in the summer of 2020, and out of the 4 songs that we were gonna use, and the 3 songs recorded that day, we only used 2.
Okay. So
Power 4 has become the only 2.
Yeah. So summer 2020 is when you guys had the recordings you guys want to use on the album.
Yeah, which we only used 2
Yeah.
from that session.
So at that point we only had 2 songs.
We really only had 2 songs.
Yeah.
Like recorded.
So you guys had songs recorded, but 2 that you guys were like, these are the ones.
But eventually-
So
Those are gonna go now.
fall rolls around, you guys start writing. You guys have songs you want to record, or you guys start writing more. Like what's?
Well, at that point we had those other 3 songs. We had Cheddar Perception, Sinking the Guilt, and Tight Reaction.
And all you had to do was record those.
Singing
Right?
the Guilt
So
came about is I wrote the riff, that he built the song out of it,
Yeah.
and then we had that too.
Okay.
So we had Cheddar Perception, Tight Reaction, and
we
then
had those 3.
that was the new like Power 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I still think I think they're really good still. They still hold up. But we recorded those in September. So then at that point we had 5 songs.
Yeah.
With 5 songs, they were like, okay, this is gonna go now. 5 of them, we got half the album done. But then, after that, we started practicing more. And when school started, I don't know, something happened, but we started making much better quality songs.
Someone was in the water.
Compared to we're comparing it to like Unknown song to
Yeah.
Afterthought. Like
It's a very different piece.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I
It's
mean?
not like.
At this point, we kind of know how to play instruments.
Yeah.
You know
So is fall like this past fall of 2020? Is that when you the band like you were like this is really happening? Like we
Yeah.
are on track to write a good album. Like you guys were.
I mean, I was like, maybe it's not gonna be good.
All right, shut up about critiquing yourself.
But no, I was like, ever since the beginning, I was like, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
You know? And now we're in a place where I think we're a real band. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And we got good songs.
Yeah. So fall rolls around, you guys start recording the rest of the album.
Well, with the pandemic, we couldn't record at my brother's, so we had to find somewhere.
Okay.
But before that, we had the songs. So then after that, we Life Satisfaction came around. Then after that came the jam. Parts of the jam came after that.
Afterthought, or
I think the jam started probably with like Sinking the Guilt and all that. Probably around there.
Yeah, because we were thinking about working that into the jam, but the jam would be that all came about
Is that the
rather
night?
slowly. We always put that on the burner, on the back burner. That's
You never fail.
You never
Load.
fail / load.
Right.
That's the jam. That's what we call
Life
it.
Satisfaction was supposed to be recorded with Tight Reaction, Sinking the Guilt, and Shattered Perception. Those 4 songs were going to be recorded, but we didn't really have Life Satisfaction in a state to record.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't comfortable, but we could have recorded it. Probably wouldn't have been good.
I'm happy that it worked out the way it did, though.
Yeah. So during the fall, are you guys are recording? You guys gigging at all? What's the
Yes,
the deal?
we were.
Yeah, we hit the Nomad.
Nomad was October 10th, I think.
Villa's first.
Well, okay,
Oh,
so
right. I forgot about Villa.
tell us about Villa.
That's I work at Villa Capri in Doylestown. Great restaurant, great pizza.
Shout out Villa Capri.
Great staff. They have an open mic night every Wednesday and now Mondays. When we open back up on February 5th. But we went to an open mic night and that was our first like legit gig and it went pretty well and we played a couple songs. We played only 3 and it was very nice.
Yeah,
it was good.
nice.
We
So-
did that a couple times.
Yeah, you did Villa a couple times. All right, so you guys can. I mean, depending on when they play next, you guys might be able to get a glimpse of the Convinced at Villa Capri.
Yeah.
I don't know when the next time that'll be going down is. But
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Monday, I think.
Yeah. All right, so winter 2020.
Well, I mean, October 10th,
All right.
we played
Oh,
Nomad.
okay, sorry.
So, like, that was a big thing. We started getting gigs. Chris from Nomad. Great shop.
I love them.
Great. I can confidently say I love this man.
Yeah.
Graciously brought us in and took a risk, and we played on the sidewalk in front of his store. Pretty great turnout, I'd say. It was a great gig.
Yeah.
Like, a decent amount of people were there. Some people I didn't even know.
Yeah, it wasn't,
Watching.
it wasn't our parents.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And
We'll put
we had.
links to you guys play Nomad again, right?
Yeah.
Like 2 Nomad.
So we'll put links of videos to those in the description and in our bio.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So you guys play. What's it like playing a gig? What you guys have like
Absolutely astute.
I agree.
Trevor words?
I mean, I can't even present a PowerPoint in front of people. But when it comes to music, I don't know. I guess I could do it much
You
better.
get called up.
Because you
for
got
that.
your friend. You got your friends. You know what I mean? I can look over. I see, Vince, Max, and Swartz, and I'm like, it's gonna be all right.
I feel like playing music, like as a unit, like you just get caught up in it. It's almost like no one's
You're
there.
just together. Like
Yeah.
it's just practice again, and it's like if I was up there alone with the guitar,
Oh, it'd be
I
fucked
would
up.
want to die.
Yeah.
But like you have your
still play a
your
couple
unit.
riffs.
You know, I could get tasty
He'd maybe
with
get
it.
up there and be like,
I could get
On the
tasty.
boardwalk
I
with
don't
my
know.
boy Mitch. Yo, shout out Mitch.
Shout out, Mitch.
If y'all know Mitch, y'all know Mitch. You know what I mean?
But so you got your unit.
Yeah. The unit is
You
up
play
there.
songs that you believe in. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And so that's what carries you through the set.
Exactly.
So you guys played Nomad. You guys have played Villa.
2 Nomads, a couple times at Villa, and then the skate park gig. We played,
You guys played at the skate park.
Doylestown YMCA skate park, which Chris also helped us get that gig. And the friendly work staff of the skate park, such
Yep.
as Jack Seppertavage and
You're
Michael
welcome.
Bartley and Sean and
Yeah.
all them. So we got that because there was a skate contest going on, so we played
You
music.
guys played the skate contest.
Yeah.
So
And we had Siren.
Then we
Siren.
played
You guys played
Records,
Siren.
which that was a big one. That was. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for actually, Joe. I appreciate you, Joe.
Yo, shout out to Siren Records.
They've been holding down Doylestown.
I want to get them on.
Yeah, you
And
should.
I want to get
Blair's a
somebody
great guy.
on.
Blair's a fantastic man.
Yeah.
They're all great people.
No, I mean I remember when we were just young 10th graders. We were like, dude, like how many do get Siren
look
records?
Look at those guys playing at Siren.
So it's
like,
come
we
full
could do
circle.
that. So it has come full circle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And like, thank you, Siren. Appreciate it.
Yes.
So we're coming around to present day.
Come to get you.
Coming to get you. So you guys play these gigs in the fall, a little bit in the winter. The album came out what, week or two ago?
January 31st.
It was literally
It was last week. It was over the
It
weekend.
was Sunday.
It was Sunday. What am I saying?
It's
So
Friday right
That's
now.
not a week.
the album.
4 days.
It's Thursday.
5 days.
All right. So the album came out last week. How did that come about? You guys. When did you guys finish it?
When?
Yeah. What?
We finished it.
How was that album, Max?
The mid of December.
Okay.
Oh, the mixes came around even like January. The final mixes came in January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, we gotta get this out. You know what I mean? Because we're dying because COVID. We got so many like pushbacks. We couldn't record at the first studio, so we went to Everloft Studio. Thanks,
Thank you.
Joe and Fred. Love 'em. I had a great experience there, and you get what you pay for because
Exactly.
we did 6 songs for free at your brother's,
Yeah.
and then we paid for 4 songs.
Yeah.
And
It was fantastic.
They came out good too.
All right. So album came out last week. What's up?
Paid for 3 because of the discount.
Oh yeah, we got a discount. So
All right. Shout out Everloft Studios. Okay.
thank you for the discount.
So album is out. Nine songs. Self-titled album. 9 songs. 40 minutes long. You guys want to talk a little bit about the album?
it's out.
I mean,
It's out. Yeah.
You want?
Max, what's your favorite song off the album?
Did all of them.
You like all of them?
All 9.
What's your favorite
Like I
one?
said, guys, Max is an optimist.
Yeah.
He is. What's your favorite one to play?
It probably, even though it's the most simple one, for me at least, probably. You know what? That's a little hard to answer. I don't know.
Yeah?
All of them.
It's like choosing your favorite
Is
call.
that same with you guys? You guys have any favorite songs to play? Perform?
I think for me, the two, like I can only narrow it down to 2 that I like to like. Well, I like to play all of them, obviously. But
Yeah.
it goes to Vertigo and You're Lost. Those are the 2 songs that I really like. To
Yeah, I'm a big fan of
Oh
those.
yeah. Your Loss is my favorite.
Your last is very fun.
All right, so the set list for those who have been following along, the final set list is Afterthought, Tight Reaction, Your Loss, Vertigo, Life Satisfaction, Sinking in the Guilt, Psych Out, Shatter Perception, and the Jam, You Never Fail / Load.
Correct.
So so you guys put together these 9 songs. Anything else you guys want to talk about the album? Any
We can talk about the album. What do you want to talk about? Like,
I mean, well, like, you want to go through the songs?
we could go through the specific backgrounds. Of
Yeah. So let's just start off. What?
Didn't we like?
Yeah. We went through a lot of it. I just
real specific, like where I was.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Let's
what?
get specific on them.
All right. So if you're listening, you guys should definitely go check out this album. Obviously it might sound a little biased, but I actually really enjoy this album. It's very good and it's very cool to see what.
along with it in the car.
I do. I sing it in the car. I got caught singing in the shower last night. My mom heard me singing in the shower last night. It was not a proud moment. But, I think it might have been Shatter Perception.
Dang.
That's an unknown one.
She could have caught you doing worse things. So
She could have. She really could have. Drugs. I won't get into the rest of them. She could have. Anyways, she could. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not that embarrassed, but it definitely caught me by surprise. I was really getting into it. So let's just start off at the first song of the album, Afterthought.
Our strongest song, in our opinion.
I think it's my favorite.
And it was also the single you guys put out.
It was our single that we released a week. What was it? Like
17th, January 17th.
Was it 17th? 17th.
January 17th.
That was a Sunday. No, what was that?
It was a Sunday.
Yeah.
We release music on Sundays.
But
I like that. I
Let
like that.
me take you to church.
Exactly. Everybody's home Sunday. Nobody's working.
Throw on a new album.
Throw on the album.
Except
So
for Priest.
the priest,
They work on it.
they work.
Afterthought.
They do the Lord's work. Okay, so Afterthought. Start off with Afterthought. Vince.
The song. Well, we were messing around with a riff. I just thought of a riff and I was jokingly saying, "Oh, it's not my riff," and Mike liked that. He bit into that lie, and I the song comes out of frustration. The lyrics, they're it's kind of because during that time I was looking at colleges, like applying to colleges. I was so frustrated. I was very lost on what to do. I truly was, and I was very angry.
Don't know what to do.
I was justified.
Yeah, you're justified in your anger, obviously.
What you did to my mind. Like,
yeah.
So that's where it came from. I was.
So the afterthought came out of frustration because of just stress, college, like thinking about college,
Yes, sir.
schoolwork.
Yes, sir. So yeah, that's where it came from, and it just
Developed from there. Yeah, you get together as a band.
Yeah.
Drums start sounding a certain way.
Yeah.
Me and Max hear it. We add our little bits in.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is that the process of the song? You guys all mess around with what you guys are playing, or?
He'll typically, like, write a basis of a song,
Yeah.
and then we'll all come in and we'll develop it together. Or like, I'll write a riff and then give it to him, and then he's the guy who can really add different parts to it. And then like I'll write the leads or whatever, Max will write the bass, and then we'll just get it. It's very collaborative.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
I try to, I get something. I get rhythm. Play it on my acoustic guitar. I get the lyrics. I think of a little bit of lead. Give it to Mike. Mike plays with it. Swishes that around. And then that's where he gets it. And then Max, you just jam out with it. And,
Talk about the bass process.
This is far.
Talk about it. Spit your truth.
I usually start off playing something that sounds like the rhythm, then adding my own parts to it, and then it'll usually end up not sounding like the rhythm and being my own bass line.
Nice. I like that.
There you go.
Would you guys ever
That's
consider
practice.
doing like an acoustic
100%.
song or acoustic gig?
For sure.
well, yeah. I don't want to spoil it for the new album ideas, but we would like to do an acoustic song.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it either.
Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it, Max.
Max, what are your thoughts on spoiling it? You don't want to?
Of course not.
It wouldn't be fun if you spoiled it.
Yeah. Nobody likes spoiled.
I know
milk.
these guys don't want to spoil it. I just had to check in with you.
Yeah. So, second song off the album, we got Tight Reaction. What's tight? Like, give me the lowdown on Tight Reaction.
Well, I was working a lot at the time. That was in the summer. I was working a lot, and I was tired. And I was like, eh. But at the time, it was kind of an awkward state for the band because it was just me and the drummer, and we were just demoing a bunch of songs, and that was actually the last song we demoed, and I really liked it, and we showed it to the band. And it stuck. I mean, I don't think I showed a couple of other songs, but that one really stuck. And
Proud of that solo too.
yeah, that's a good solo.
It came together.
Yeah, I like it's a different. That's probably when it starts to get different. Like our music, the structures we start to experiment with stuff. Like a pre-chorus, chorus, verse. Because. Before that, it was really basic. I mean, everything's still basic, but that's when we start experimenting.
Yeah.
Tight Reaction was really a turning point in the band.
Yeah.
Another landmark.
Yeah, I think that whole recording, the summer, middle summer was the turning point to like better stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
On to Your Loss. Let's hear it.
It's an amazing intro to that song. I love that.
Yeah, the bend. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that about like someone pushing you to the side and that being their loss, or like?
Yeah, it was. Yes, but some of the lyrics came actually from a previous song called "Death of a Man." Some of the lyrics, or the influence, kind of came from "Death of a Man." Those lyrics. That's another. You don't know that song.
Yeah.
Those lyrics. I don't know. I just like talking about love.
Yeah.
He's a lovely man.
Because I like going to
Very lovely looking
going back
man.
to my music inspirations. A lot of my inspiration comes from like underground, like 60s garage bands from the United States that they did their dream, and that's what I'm doing right now. And a lot of it is just like, you told me you loved me.
Universal concept.
It's just about love,
Yeah.
It's like cheesy love stuff, and I was like, all right, well let's try that. Let's try making love stuff. So,
I think love is just such a strong topic. It's so easy to write music on it.
exactly.
It's universal.
Really easy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like one of the meanings of life.
Yeah, a lot of the music is our music is like about frustration, love,
Constipation.
a lot of constipation,
A lot of constipation. A lot of
a
laxatives.
lot of
That's the
laxatives.
thing. Like a lot of the lyrics, some of them really don't have any meaning. Like if you
Yeah.
ever look down at it, they have no meaning to me.
It's just kind of like the fill the
Whatever
gap.
rhyme-
What they sound good together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What
hard
I-
to putting words together that sound good together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is.
Yeah.
Vertigo, is that about the injury or
That's
No.
Okay, so I came with a riff to Vince, and I was like, I call this Vertigo because I like the name Vertigo.
Yeah.
The Alfred Hitchcock movie, right? So it's very simple. It's a very simple song.
Yeah.
Older, so one of the oldest songs on the album. That and Psych Out of the dinosaurs of the album. I came with the riff. I was like, it's called Vertigo, and then we're like, let's sit down and write a song about, a guy in a bad spot.
Yeah.
And I think it came together nicely.
Yeah, it's definitely a deep song.
Collaborative with the lyrics.
And then it
That's one of
takes
the
a-
songs that I helped
and
write
then-
the lyrics for.
and then it takes a really big turn. Life Satisfaction, complete
Yeah.
opposite.
That's what
Is that Vince? Is that a Vince riff or?
the idea of putting those together on the album came from like when we were trying to put the set list together. You got Vertigo, a
Yeah.
dude in the lowest point of his life. Then you got Life Satisfaction. It's a little bit, telling you more about,
Yeah.
to be a little bit more positive. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It's-
I think they complement each other.
Reminds me of
I mean, you wrote the lyrics. You could speak on that.
reminds me about the Abbey Road album where it was like that song, I forget what it was called, with that heavy ending,
Oh,
And then-
she's so heavy.
and then it goes right into Here Comes the Sun.
Yeah. That's kind of our thought process.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. And to have it in the middle of the album, like definitely,
Levity.
it like,
Life Satisfaction wasn't that might not have made it. I was not happy with that song.
yeah, you weren't really feeling it?
No, I was not feeling that. And and I don't know. I like it now. It's probably one of my. I think that's my favorite. Like
Yeah, you
Your
were
Lost
telling me.
and Afterthought are my favorite to play. But that's my favorite on the album.
Yeah.
I like the vocals. I just like everything on that.
It's pretty
Real nice.
So then we have Sinking in the Guilt.
Ooh,
Tell me a little bit about Sinking in
Back
the Guilt.
down.
I
to the
remember we were
bottom.
frustrated with writing, and I looked over at Vince, and I was like, "What's the most simple riff I can make that is catchy?"
Mm.
And I just
It's all
gave it
about
to
catchy.
him. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
an E and a G and an A chord, and just gave it to Vince, and he
I
did his magic with it.
Nice.
had a song called Cheddar Perception, and this is very confusing. And-
Shad Perception's on the album though.
Exactly.
But it,
It doesn't matter. But out of that song, that's the all you do is just wreck me to the point of self-destruction. Like that part that was made by me. It kind of just all blended together at that point. It was actually kind of cool how your riff and then my part just
Yeah.
meshed together.
yeah.
So do you is a lot of your like a lot of emotions you're feeling at the moment? Is that what goes into the song? Like,
Oh yeah, whatever I'm listening to, reading or watching, it's like, oh okay, I'll put it into that, But I like Sinking the Guilt. That's a good song.
yeah.
Um,
So 7th track on the album, we got Psych Out, which is
Psych Out.
We got a little early,
some early
listen
convinced.
to it. Yeah.
Psych Out.
What like so obviously Psych Out's the only song that survived that long period of time, right?
One of them.
One of them.
Vertigo and Psych
Psych
Out.
Out. So what are those songs just songs that like really stuck with you guys? Like what makes you like what made you want to keep them on? Because
Max's bass line on Psych Out
It's very good.
is phenomenal. Max, tell us your process.
That one,
It's very good.
it's kind of like to the point where I don't really remember the process, but it's one of my favorite bass lines as well.
It's really, it's killer.
You
That
go
was,
in.
that was a
It's
good
tasty.
that was a good insight on the
It's a good
process.
I like that
It's really
bass line.
tasty.
I don't
It's
know.
a tasty bass.
Honestly, like
That
Psych
brings
Out
us on.
was it's like at that point I was really getting into bands like the Chocolate Watch Band and Shadows of Night, a lot of San Franciscan bands, but
San Francisco.
Is that the name? The official
Chocolate
name?
Watch Band.
No, San Franciscan.
Well, that's the area.
Okay,
San
so it's
Francisco.
like if
The
you're
band-
from
the Bay Area?
so if you're from
Yeah.
San Francisco, you're San Franciscan.
I don't know, but
He doesn't know.
no.
I don't know.
I was listening
Stop
to a
grilling
lot of like
That's my job.
that stuff over there, and that that over there. But,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Psych Out, and there's a band called The Count Five. They got a song called Psychotic Reaction. And I was like, that's a really good song, and I was getting into it around there. And I was like, why don't Psychotic Reaction? Well, let's Psych Out. Psychotic.
I like
Psych.
it. Yeah.
So I took that and I was like, okay, Psychotic Reaction, Psych Out. I don't know what the
It's
song.
nice and dirty.
Then we have tight reaction.
Then Tight Reaction. Then I was like, well, let's just put a little Easter egg in the album. Psych.
Oh, I love the Easter Bunny.
It's a Psychotic Reaction. So I love the Count Five. Long live
Yeah.
the Count Five. They're a good band.
So coming up after Psych Out, we got Shattered Perception.
Oh.
I feel like that's like I feel like I don't want to say it's the biggest song, but like I feel like at least for me, it stuck out the most.
Thank you.
Shattered Perception, really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Appreciate that.
I'll be quite honest. I don't like that song.
I mean, I'll be honest. Loathe,
No, it's a great song.
Loathe was my absolute favorite, but Shattered
Thank you.
Perception stuck out. Let's what did that? How did that come about?
Shattered Perception. Yeah. Like,
Well, this goes back to like the underground, like garage stuff. I don't know why I keep going back to that, but there's a song called "Hey You," by The Evil Incorporated, and that song really, it was like, oh, that's a good song. And it was talking about like cheesy love stuff, and I was like, oh, I could do that. I could do some really cheesy love stuff. So then it turned into Shattered Perception. You told me you don't love me, and that you don't care.
Then you got my little Phil in there.
Yeah, and then you got little Phil.
yeah. So well, I feel like the dynamic, everything really comes
The
together.
lead and the rhythms really come together on that song.
On most songs, I'd say like it really
Thank
just
you.
blends together.
Thank you.
Shattered Perception got me in my bag
Yeah, you really got.
last night.
It's about emotion, that's what music's about.
Yeah, you guys are
Dude.
very good at putting emotion.
Dude,
into
like I
songs.
was like, you know what I mean?
To our music, I'm kind of flattered. I don't know who hurt you, but I hope all is well.
Who hurt you?
Nah.
And that's one of my prouder solos. I like that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
No, I-
that really expanded the band. That solo.
Thank you.
I don't think the song itself, but like
The solo goes on for a
lyrically
while.
wise, I didn't like the song. I don't like the song, but the solos I like.
No, I mean I
Thank
didn't. I didn't actually cry, but like I thought the instrumentals and lyrics were very good.
Yeah.
I didn't cry though. I
You didn't cry.
He didn't cry.
I didn't cry. No one hurt me. I just
hurt?
liked it.
Who hurt Big Cheese?
Cheese don't cry.
Yeah.
He melts
Yeah.
because he's cheese. All right, final song in the album. You got The Jam, which
This is
I
my
think
favorite.
honestly, it's just like I mean to go on for how long is it? 9 minutes. You go on for 9 minutes, and I don't think a single second of that is bad. I think it all. I mean to have a song
Mike got
go
a
on for
chub.
9 minutes. That I mean, you guys switch up. I mean, it's a jam, right?
Oh,
I just think it all blends together really well.
Well, we took an initial riff
Yeah.
that I wrote in my bedroom. I was like, we can do this. I sent it to Vince. He thought
Well, to be quite honest, he was playing it and it was really pissing me off.
Oh,
Yeah, I
dude!
kept going.
Yeah, this same.
Note to
Yeah.
self, like if you have a riff, quit playing it so much. Just send it to me.
Okay.
That's,
All right. Well, it's a tasty riff.
Yeah,
Am I
it is.
wrong? Am I wrong? Is it not tasty?
It gets annoying.
It gets really fun.
Gets
It's
Very
delicious.
fun. Yeah, so it's very fun.
It's
It's like
tasty.
cinnamon buns.
Yeah, it's like
It's a nice
it's
lick.
like a nice
Fantastic.
some cheese.
It's very nice.
Scrumptious.
It's scrumptious. It's a scrumptious. In my opinion, I liked it.
It's yummy.
I like it too.
I liked it enough.
What's more annoying to you, Vince? The Jam riff or Green Day riffs?
Travis.
Oh! All right.
I love you, baby.
Okay, so you take that riff, right?
Yeah, so you
He
take the
writes-
riffs.
He writes the initial kind of song out of it, but then there's like a little switch up, right? And he's like, how about you get like an engine run, right? With this E chord, right? And then I added the freaking C chord and the D chord. So
Yeah.
da, da, bump, 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 bump.
Well, I had the A chord.
Bum, 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 bum.
E, right?
Yeah.
Or the E chord, yeah.
So yeah, that's the album.
But you got
Oh wait,
Switch
hold
on
on.
the jungle
We still get
No,
still
wait,
good.
we still
no
going.
spit, yo.
Dude, can I spit?
Let me hear.
the
one of Vince's solos on the album comes out.
I think we work at. I think the process that we have with Mike giving me a riff and then I like format it works really well because that's I think the second song that we on that album that it works well. She's Sinking the Guilt and then You Never Fail. Like he gave me the riff, I formatted it out and there's a band called Steamhammer. Them and Oasis really influenced on the beginning of that song. You guys you don't need to know about that. You're probably not here anymore, but. It was like 2 minutes. It was maybe 2 minutes, maybe not even 2 minutes. And it was like, all right, we can't really like release this just 2 minutes.
So let's make it 10 minutes.
You go on for 7 more minutes.
Yeah, we got for 7 more. We put Vince's solo, so that.
Yeah. What did Vince do? What did Vince?
So,
who did like the lead in Loath? Was that you?
that was me.
Yeah, that's good.
There were a
Thanks,
couple
though.
different.
Well, he did the lead on the bridge solo thing, and then once he hit Loath, that's my lead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But no, so Vince writes a tasty solo.
of course.
Over the train coming on that E chord.
I like that. That's a good part.
It just completely switches the song. You know what I mean? It's like a different song at that point, and then breaks down. And you got Loath.
How I think of the jam is like you got a main song and then kind of like a highway, which is like the solo, and then like another main song, which is like, and then another highway, which is like another solo.
Highway to the second album.
Life is a highway.
It's right there.
But then you Loathe. I don't know where Loathe came from. It was, I guess, frustration. I don't know. It was just frustration. Everybody's frustrated at this point. But
Someday
life will go
Back to the normal sense.
Maybe Loathe shouldn't have been in the jam. I don't know.
No,
No, I Loathe is.
Kind of like
Loathe really ends. I think it really ends the album with a lot of emotion and just like
realism.
exactly realism.
I like
It ties it together with, Afterthought which is a very emotional song, and I feel like a lot of people can relate. And then it comes back around. We got Loathe at the very end.
Yeah.
I just think the album altogether was very good, boys. I'm very proud of all of you.
Yeah.
Congratulations on putting it out.
appreciate it.
One more question from me.
What's that?
Where do we go from here?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask too.
Max, what are the future plans?
What's next?
No, I was talking about a band, but we know, but you don't. I don't know. For us to know and you to wonder. There you go.
All right, basically.
Not September.
All right.
The summer.
So
Second album's coming out.
So now you guys are on to. You guys are gonna keep working on music. That's
Yes, sir.
that's the goal.
At this point, we're done with the phase of knowing how to write songs.
We got through the growing pains.
So yeah. So watch out for the next album. If you haven't already, go check out, go stream, go buy, go listen to The Convinced.
Merch is coming around.
Yeah, merch is coming around.
Come to get you.
Link will be in bio. Well, of course we'll tag them, but link will be in bio for their music. So just watch out. They're on the rise. Anything else you guys would like to say?
And buy your merch.
Coming soon. Buy our t-shirts.
Give us money.
Listen to the album though. It was a lot of hard work, and we're really proud of it. So
Yeah, if you guys, hopefully you guys are still listening. I had a good time. Thank you guys for coming on. Hopefully, I'm hoping to have you guys on again.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Appreciate
And yeah, God bless America.
thanks for having us.
Thanks. Peace.
Thank you for having us.